Why just the two of them? What really happened behind V and JUNGKOOK's secret meeting in Los Angeles? And what is the meaning of their matching tattoos that shocked the army? This question exploded on social media after a sudden live broadcast that was only 11 minutes long but shook the entire fandom. Is this a sign of separation, or is it just the beginning of something deeper and full of secrets? To my surprise, it was just the two of them. BTS's V reunites with JUNGKOOK with matching tattoos in LA. What's hiding from us? Do you believe that in silence, an event can change everything? That in the midst of the world's spotlight, two of K-pop's biggest stars can save something that even the army itself never expected? When BTS's V and JUNGKOOK suddenly appeared together in a brief live broadcast on Instagram on July 16, 2025, the world seemed to pause. But not just because of their unexpected presence, but rather because of the symbols they show. A tattoo. Similar. In almost the same place. And it's no coincidence. What is the real meaning behind the tattoo? Why are they just the two of them? Where did the other members go? Dan. Why Los Angeles? Who is behind the camera? Is this a form of silent resistance? Or a hint that something is being set in motion from behind the scenes? The 11-minute Instagram live was not only brief, it was intense. Taeil and JUNGKOOK don't just talk about ordinary things. They slip sentences full of meaning, emotional overtones, about loyalty, love, and mental exhaustion. Not just a joke as usual. Their words are deeper, sharper, as if there was something they wanted to say but couldn't say directly. Sometimes you just want to be with someone who understands, even without having to talk. Taeil said, his gaze not toward the camera but toward JUNGKOOK. And JUNGKOOK just smiled, but his smile wasn't what it used to be. Looks nervous, look hurt, or too honest. The big question immediately haunts ARMY around the world. Why just the two of them? Where are you, Jimin? And why did they choose a platform that is known to be difficult to provide real-time notifications? Are they deliberately limiting who can watch them? Or is it simply their way of avoiding too much attention because there is a hidden message? More surprisingly, fans who watched closely caught something unusual when Taeil intentionally, or not, raised his arm. His arm looks like a tattoo. Same with JUNGKOOK. Almost identical pattern, shape, and placement. Fans who recognize the tattoo know for sure. It is new. It's never been there before. And that can't be a coincidence. Suddenly, theory after theory began to emerge. Is this tattoo a symbol of personal agreement? Is this some kind of code about their relationship that has never really been explained clearly? Is this a sign of an emotional bond that they have kept tight? And even more disturbing, is this tattoo a kind of marker of parting or even rebellion against something? Los Angeles, where they are seen together, is not just a location. LA is known as the center of the world's entertainment industry, but it also becomes a place of freedom, a place where one can be oneself, or hide oneself from the world. Some Saesing even claimed that they had been following Taeil and JUNGKOOK's movements for the past few days. And it is that the two have been seen together several times, without escorts, in private locations, wearing hoodies and masks as if they did not want to be recognized. But neither did they really hide. What are they hiding, and why did so many of these moments occur precisely after the chaotic Weverse broadcast the day before, where Taeil, JUNGKOOK, RM, and Jimin tried to go live together but were interrupted by numerous technical problems? Is that some kind of sign that they're feeling technically or even emotionally constrained? The fact that one day after that tumultuous live, only Taeil and JUNGKOOK showed up alone and did something more intimate and emotional was no coincidence. Love can make you tired, but it can also save you. JUNGKOOK said in the 7th minute of the live, a sentence that didn't feel random. Fans were silent. Are you talking about love between friends? Love for fandom? Or something more complex? After the live ended, social media immediately exploded. Twitter, X, TikTok, Instagram, all filled with live cuts, tattoo speculations, and screenshots of their expressions. Many fans felt touched, but also felt left behind. Thousands and even millions of ARMY missed the live because of the irregularities of the Instagram notification system. They are angry, disappointed, feeling like they are missing a crucial moment in the history of the two members' relationship. Some ARMY even referred to the live as an emotional cipher. Because many spoken sentences look like clues, like puzzle pieces that need to be assembled. One of the most striking moments is when Taeil mentions, "I feel tired, but if he's here, I can breathe." JUNGKOOK didn't say anything, but he nodded. That's it. And for some reason, it was enough to make thousands of people cry. Their presence in LA also sparked another speculation. Were they filming a secret project? A documentary? Duet album? Or even plans to leave the current management system? Not only that, many noticed that there was a small symbol appearing at the end of the video, something that looked like a curved, tattooed behind Taeil's ear. JUNGKOOK has a similar pattern on his wrist. The ARMY wondered, does this stand for something? ARMY, always, alone? Or someone's initials? Whatever it is, everything looks too planned to be called a coincidence. Even a live duration of only 11 minutes, an odd and specific number, is believed to be symbolic. Some theories say that 11 symbolizes two figures that go hand in hand. Two straight lines. Two people. Only them, but there is a darker side. Some Saesing began to divulge the location of the hotel where they were staying. Blurry photos appear. And that raises a big concern among the army. Is this the reason they actually chose Instagram Live Not Weverse or the official platform? Are they running away from something or someone? Or is it just trying to tell us all that they can't talk openly? The following day, a personal Twitter account allegedly belonging to BTS staff wrote a hanging sentence. If they can't talk, we should learn to read their silence. The sentence was immediately deleted a few minutes later, but the screenshot has already spread around the world. Now, one big question hangs in the air. What exactly is going on between Taeil and JUNGKOOK? Is it about friendship being tested? About shaky loyalty? Or about a love that cannot be expressed openly because of a silent system? And the most painful, is this the last time we see them like this, free, unscripted, and censored? Because sometimes the most honest thing is not the words, but quiet and tattoos. And for the first time in a very long time, they were just the two of them. But is all this really about tattoos? Or is it precisely about something much bigger, deeper, and perhaps more painful than words can express? After that sudden live, the silence became even more deafening. Taeil and JUNGKOOK no longer appear. No follow-up, no clarification. And what hurts the most, there is not a single official statement from HYB. Even BTS's official account simply repinned the old clip without the slightest reference to the incident. Does this mean that their live is not part of the official agenda? Or is this meant to look like a coincidence, when in fact, a silent rebellion? This question was sharpened when ARMY found a video clip showing that at the end of the broadcast, Taeil seemed to want to say something, but JUNGKOOK touched his shoulder and shook his head slowly. One small movement. But the impact? Explode. Did Taeil want to open something? Reveal a secret? Or is he just emotional, and JUNGKOOK is trying to protect him? And why do they seem to realize that they're being watched? Back to the inevitable question. Why only them? Where's Jimin, RM, Jin, or J-Hope? Wouldn't it be if this was just a regular live, they should have involved all the members, or at least made it on Weverse like before? The theory that developed among the army led to one thing that could not be avoided, that the two were experiencing emotional distress and chose to seek each other's protection. That perhaps only they still trust each other in the current conditions. One of the fan accounts known to be close to BTS's internal schedule at Truths created a long thread about the change in communication patterns between the members since the beginning of the year. He wrote that for months there had been no public interaction between JUNGKOOK and any member other than Taeil. Even in some of the behind the scenes, JUNGKOOK looks more himself. Is it just a phase? Or is it a sign that something is slowing down? And if there really was a distance formed between them, why did JUNGKOOK choose Taeil, not the other members, to appear with him? It makes sense to consider the history of both. Taekook, as fans call them, has long been an icon of enigmatic chemistry. The two have been the center of attention several times because of their ambiguous interactions, sometimes warm, sometimes distant, sometimes defiant, sometimes too close to be called just friends. But one thing is certain, they have a bond. And the bond is undeniable. However, with the advent of these matching tattoos, things have taken on a more disturbing level. Because tattoos are not just art. Tattoos are a statement. And when two people with a history like theirs choose to incise the same symbol on their bodies, it's not just aesthetics, especially in the world of K-pop, where every visual decision is highly controlled and monitored by an agency. Any change in appearance is a long negotiation. So if they can slip in a new tattoo and show it off so openly, it means they want us to know. But why? One of the boldest theories emerged from the Army's international forum, saying that the tattoo symbol resembles a Greek letter meaning, journey of the soul. There are also those who connect it to the ancient mythology of two souls who are destined to be together, but continue to be separated by time and destiny. And when fans discovered that their two tattoos only looked intact when standing next to each other, speculation turned to belief. Are they trying to say that only when they are together do they feel whole? However, behind all the emotions and speculation, there is an even more frightening side, namely the existence of sayseeing. Some of them began to divulge the location of the hotel they were staying in. Even one video shows two figures, allegedly Taeil and JUNGKOOK, walking quickly towards a black vehicle in the underground parking area. No staff. Nobody got it. Only them. And the sound of their steps sounded frantic. If this is not a secret holiday, then what is? The army was divided. Some are asking for privacy. Some criticize the sayseeing. But others insist that they need to know the truth. Because they feel like they've been shrouded in a fog of obscurity since last year, especially after the members started taking individual paths. And now, with only Taeil and JUNGKOOK looking after each other, some of the army feel like they're seeing the end of something or the beginning of something new. The next night, without any explanation, Taeil's Instagram account posted one photo. Only the night sky, without a caption. But when magnified, there is one bright star in the middle of the cloud. Fans' comments immediately exploded. Is this about JUNGKOOK? Are you feeling lonely? Is this a symbol that you are waiting for someone? And the most touching. We know you are trying to tell us something. We're listening. But until now, no one has answered. And one thing that was most heartbreaking, JUNGKOOK's account also suddenly turned private for 6 hours the next day. Some fans suspected it was due to a sayseeing attack, but others believed it was a form of self-protection that JUNGKOOK might be in a very fragile state, especially considering that some live footage shows unusual sound vibrations. When he said, "I hope you know we're human too," his tone shook. His hands even had time to look clenched into fists, as if holding back emotions that is this an unspoken request for help, or maybe a signal that the two are on the brink and can only rely on each other to stay afloat. Army around the world is now in standby mode. Their eyes kept watching every movement, every hint, every word, because they know this story is not finished. And the biggest worry is not just about what has happened, but what will happen next.